Hi guys, and welcome to today's video here on Football Manager 2019 with the Hertha Berlin save. We have to review the summer transfer window. We made a couple of additions, and we also have the first game of the Bundesliga season against Nuremberg. First of all, we got to look at the... Should we do pre-season or transfers first? We'll do transfers. We'll look at the transfers. We made a couple of additions. More than I wanted to do, and I wouldn't say our transfer window went especially well. We had about 7 million to spend, but the transfer window... I was more just playing around with this year's game rather than specifically trying to sign players that we really needed. Ademola Lookman came in to join on the left wing. I just saw him available. He's had experience in the Bundesliga with Leipzig last season. Just a talented young English winger. Just saw him and couldn't really pass up the opportunity to have a go at getting him. Dennis Diekmeyer was a free agent German right back, formerly of Hamburg, and again, I mean, he's got the attacking ability going forward. You look at that crossing, which is quite exciting to see, and the pace. He will be backup right back, but at the moment we actually have 4 right backs for 1 position, which is kind of ridiculous. Or 4 people who can play right back, which is kind of ridiculous. But I just saw him, and he was cheap, £10,000 a week, free agent. Maybe we could sell him. And the signing I've just recently made was Esteban Granero, the former Real Madrid, QPR Real Madrid, Sociedad Spanish attacking midfielder. This was to fill a need. We needed someone who can play behind Duda, second choice to Duda, in the attacking midfielder position, and he was on loan. We only have to pay just under £4,000 of his wages, which is kind of a bargain. A couple of players went out on loan. Pre-season went very well. Played against very, very easy opposition, nothing challenging at all. Winning every single game. Excuse me. With the Pokal, with the first game of the Pokal, which we won 2-1 after extra time. It was incredibly frustrating. Shellbread and Duda getting the goals. We did go 1-0 down to start with. It's good, my cough. But we came back to win the game in extra time. We had tons of possession, tons of chances. Exactly what you would expect in a cup game against a small opposition. Today we are playing Nuremberg. But before we do that, let's just take a little look at where the media do predict we will finish this season after our additions, etc. Very much mid-table, 10th. Literally mid-table, just behind you. Obviously, 9th would officially be mid-table, I guess. But 10th, we are very much mid-table. Expectations. Bayern have been unbelievable in what they've done in the window. They brought in Sven Bender for 17.5 million, which is kind of outrageous. Incredible player. Antonio Rudiger from Chelsea, another German international centre-back. Very good signing. A youngster, 23, relatively young, played backup keeper. And then they've just signed Wendell, the left back, from Leverkusen. So they raided Leverkusen a little bit. They did initially try and get Marvin Plattenhardt from me, and I wanted 15 million. And the guy's a German international, 26, is in his prime. Very difficult to get a left back in football. So, and he's a good one at that. So I wasn't going to let him go on the cheap. But they just said no, and then they went and spent more on Wendell. So, and now he's unhappy. So I don't know. Eventually, hopefully, I'm hoping he'll get over it. But we may end up having to sell him in maybe January if he really is moaning. Dortmund also brought in a few players. Eggestein was their big signing from Werder Bremen. They let a couple of players go. Shinji Kagawa they let go, and they lost Julian Weigl to Manchester City. But without further ado, let's get straight into Nuremberg, who are expected to finish... Where are they expected to finish? 17th. So they're obviously a newly promoted team, and they are very much a relegation contender. We should, in theory, beat them, but this is Football Manager, and you never know. Today's team, we're going to go with Jahrstein, Plattenhardt, Rekic, Stark, Diekmeyer. Diekmeyer is going to have a go today to start with. He did start in the cup game as well. Shellbread, Grujic, as opposed to Arnie Meyer. Arnie Meyer's on the bench, and his fitness is now okay, but he did have a little knock in pre-season, so I'm just not pushing it. Sinan Kurt is an unusual one. We're playing him at left wing today due to a necessity because of injuries we've got across the board. Dilrosun, Lookman, Lecky. We got a ton of injuries, as you can see, but they're all injuries which are coming to an end, which is good to see. Duda is outstanding. He's the attacking midfielder. Solomon Kalou had the most outrageous pre-season. I mean, okay, it was against poor teams, but he was outrageous. He scored 5 goals in 6 and got 2 assists. In the cup just now, he got an 8.3 rating despite not getting a goal or an assist because he was just dictating the game. Just outrageous pre-season. Solomon Kalou is a very, very important player for us. Viktor Ibisevic, not Victor, Vedad Ibisevic. He'll be playing today up front as the poacher. On the bench, we do have Kopke, Pascal. We've got Pascal on the bench who can play as a striker. He's a bit of a younger option at 22. And then also we've obviously got Selke coming back from injury, so hopefully Selke will be back before you know it, and then he can take up the reins as the main strike option. But let's just jump into today's game. Against Nuremberg, we are going to be playing on key highlights. I've always played on 2D, it's just the way I've always played Football Manager. That's just the way we're going to do things. 2D, no highlights, because who needs highlights? And yeah, let's just try and get a win. So I've signed Mittelstadt, signed a new contract with us to 2023. I think I mentioned in the previous video that I think he's going to be an important player. In the preseason, I did notice the possession game is very good. We do tend to dictate the game possession-wise. And all I'm using is the gegenpressing formation, preset formation. I've made no alterations to it at all. So, Ibisevic, 1-0. Good start, and Kurt getting the assist. So the guy I was just forced into giving an opportunity to. He's not a bad player, proved he's a good player. Just got an assist, but he's not going to be first choice at all. But very good. Four shots already, 3 on target, 60% possession after 20 odd minutes. Very good. So far so good. Nuremberg, this is the sort of game we have to win. And now, a change I have noticed actually in the shout. So last year I always used to say encourage pretty much all the time or concentrate. But now it tells you on the body language what their reaction to that was. And a lot of it's always frustrated, so you should keep mixing it up. I noticed that throughout pre-season. You want to keep mixing up how you're interacting with the team. So far, I do like this year's game. I think, I've done pre-season and 1 cup game. I've not really played games yet. I've just not had time. I've not uploaded this anywhere near as much as I wanted to, but we're getting a video done today, and hopefully I can pick up the pace a little bit on it. But it's just a time thing, guys. It's time. Trying to record the videos, and here goes Sinan Kurt again, breaking. Can he cross it in? Nope. He's gonna get a corner kick though. The guy's having a very good game. He's having a very, very good game. Duda again. Sinan Kurt again with the header. Sinan Kurt, he could become a player who starts more frequently if he keeps up this kind of form when he does play. Let's tell him. I see. I've just talked about doing don't say encourage because all the time mix it up because they don't like it, and then my default is to just hit encourage. It's just like a reflex to me. So now I've just done demand more, and they're focused a bit more. I've got some more green reactions to that, so hopefully we can now kick on and get a goal. In fact, I'm actually going to make a change. Let's have a look, see what we're going to do. I'm looking at that midfield. They're looking a bit tired in the midfield. Maybe Lustenberg on for Shellbread, and then switch him up to central defensive midfielder. For now, I'm only going to make the 1 change. I don't want to change things too much. We are controlling possession. They've not had a single shot in the game. We need to just keep things ticking over. I'm going to tell him to concentrate. No, concentrate. There we go. Platnat to Duda to Grujic, Kalou, Ibisevic, Sinan Kurt! A goal and an assist. Sinan Kurt. What a go. What a player. I say what a player. I said in the video he's not going to play, but I stand corrected. The guy is having an outstanding game for us. What else can we do? Should we take out Grujic? No, Grujic is having a good game. I don't think I want to change Grujic. To be fair, they all are. Let's change Grujic. Risky, potentially. And let's put in Pascal for Ibisevic and play him as a pressing forward attack. I have to say this has gone a lot better than I thought it was going to do after that pre-season game when we limped to a... Well, we didn't limp to a win. Obviously, we dominate possession, as I've been saying throughout the video. But the way we didn't put them away, I thought this would be a bit of a struggle. I thought I might get FM'd in this one. But no, 2-0 win it's going to look like. And they've only had 2 shots now, all game. Which is quite outstanding, guys. And there's the win. 3 points. The Sinan Kurt show. He has to get man of the match, surely. Can I just say, good win. Good. And everyone loves what I've just said to them. That's always good. 50,000. It's not bad. Okay, Sinan Kurt. Has he played? He has played for them in the past. That's not like we've just done it, but he's only played a handful of games. 2 games. Literally last season he's played 2 games for them. Other than that, it's all been second team. Previously at Gladbach and Bayern. And Bayern do have a clause on him. They do. Bayern have a buyback for him for 7.25 million. Now if he performs like that more often, that could be a bit of a concern. Not at £275,000 though. So I'll have to see what he does in the future. At the moment he's wanted for loan. I'm going to say you're not allowed for loan. Go away. But no, good win. Good win. And that puts us obviously 3rd in the league. You can't really read much into that at all because it's the first game of the season and most of the teams haven't even played. Bayern did beat Hoffenheim 4-1, I want to say it was, to start their season off with. And today, next video we're going to do will be... We could do the... Thing is, do we do the Bayern at home and then knowing we're going to get thrashed, or do we play a little bit further in? Maybe do the Mainz game away? Maybe do Mainz away. First game of October. Play the whole of September, then go into October. Maybe I'll do that. I'll come back at some point. Maybe the Bayern game, maybe the Mainz game. Depends. If the form's really bad going into the Bayern game, because things can go downhill, we won't be doing the Bayern game because we'll just get hammered, right? We'll do the Mainz. If that's the case, we'll probably do the Mainz, but I don't know. We'll have to see. It'll either be Bayern or Mainz sometime around there. It might be good to get a chunk of games done before the next video. But until then, guys, bye-bye for now.